Hey, what's up, everybody? It's me, Andre Salazar. You're watching The Outer Groove. Today, we're going to talk about Common, his newest album, A Beautiful Revolution Part 2. Part 1 was last year, Beautiful Revolution. And this is the follow-up. This is the next year after the pandemic, after the election and all the turmoil of the vaccines and everything. Now he's bringing joy. He's bringing positivity. He's bringing life to us, okay? And that's what this album, that's the theme of these albums, and that's what he's doing. First, I want to say this. I love music. I love music. I was in band in high school. I can read and play a couple things. I appreciate good music, the work that goes into music, and I can understand, just even on the smallest scale, the level of skill, determination, and hard work it takes to put out an album. I listen to music 10 hours a day, easy, more than that, probably at least 10 hours every day. So I'm listening to music, I'm appreciating, and that's what this channel is about. I want to appreciate A Beautiful Revolution. And one of the things I appreciate, what Common here is doing, is he really is playing with some different genres in these songs. There's a song here, track 3, When We Move, which is Fela Kuti's son, his youngest son. Now, if you don't know Fela Kuti, we will do videos on Fela Kuti. Nigerian Afrobeat. He is the father of the Nigerian Afro-Cuban beat. Look up Fela Kuti. It's epic. It is a synthesis of African jazz and funk, and it is the pinnacle. Okay, his son Sean Kuti came, played with him, so there's this African beat funk on one track. There's a track with Stevie Wonder, Lenny Kravitz. So he's using some of the same players in part 1 into part 2, and he's playing with these genres. There's like this song. Let's just go through them. The outro and the intro is bookended with this kind of poet. So there's this poetry with music kind of setting up the tone of this album. We then go into these different songs, right? I really like the hook on Set It Free. I think that's a really good song. I like the hook on that. Majesty is another good song. That's kind of an old school R&B. I almost feel like that's like a 90s kind of R&B song. I think the best song is a song called Poetry, a really cool kind of bluesy song. Got this really nice blues guitar, and then his rap on there, his bars are just perfect for that song. That song I think is one of the highlights. Saving Grace, track 7, was fine. For some reason, it was just really slow, and I wasn't really feeling the melody of that one. And I felt like he was kind of channeling a little bit of like a Tupac kind of vibe. And for some reason, I wasn't feeling that one. Star of the Gang and Imagine are both kind of slow jams. PJ sings on this. PJ, the singer, who also sang on part 1, is in half of this album. She's in half of these tracks. And it feels like it's really a duo, this album. Because her vocals are so prominent and important to these songs that she's on. It really feels like Common is kind of taking a back seat on some of those songs. That's my thought. The last song I like too, which is Get It Right. I like what Common's doing here. I like, hip hop and rap is so different now than it was, when I started listening to it in the 80s. It's now, you've got people like Common, Anderson .Paak, all these people that are using hip hop rap, but infusing it with soul and funk and even jazz, like Kendrick Lamar will do, and or Madlib, right? And you have this hip hop's not just a beat with 808s and they're rapping about their cars and their bitches. It's about this feeling that's coming from rhythm and blues, jazz, blues, soul, funk, you know what I mean? And so you have an album like this, which really is, each song's almost a different kind of genre or subgenre. And then I find that kind of fascinating. And that's really, a lot of albums are like that, I feel like. I mean, then you do have people like Z Loopers or people who are just like, we're just doing our thing. But this song, this kind of felt like a compilation, I guess is what I'm saying, of different type of songs. So there wasn't that thread, you know, besides, I guess, just the positivity and the kind of the good feelings. And you had the outro and intro, which kind of created this kind of sandwich and thing going through. But the actual notes and musicality of each one was very independent, I would say. Maybe that's what I'm saying. I liked it. I wanted to love it. I wanted to love it as much as I love Little Sims, you know, or Anderson .Paak and things like that are kind of, I feel like, in the same kind of world as what Common's doing here. But it just didn't hit me as much. There weren't the songs, the individual songs that just like, boom, there's like a couple. Poetry, Majesty, Set It Free, but then there's a bunch of others that just weren't quite there for me. So I'm going to give it 3 out of 5 stars. But again, it's good. This is what I would do. Download it, listen to it, Spotify, Tidal. I would not buy this on vinyl. I probably wouldn't buy on CD. I would buy a discount CD. So if I found it somewhere cheap, I'd get it there. That's probably what I would do as far as spending money on it. That's me. That's the way I do it. Thank you so very much for watching here on the Outer Groove. We do a lot of videos about music. I love it. Subscribe, hit that like button and the bell icon to know when the next video is. And I'll see you guys on the next side. Peace.